Well, greetings, everyone. It's been a minute. It's been a minute,
It
Joey.
has. Yes, it
Yes,
has.
but we are so excited to be back with you on today to the Parent Talk at Discovery Center podcast. Again, my name is Barbara Coverton, and I am the program manager.
And I'm Joey Ford. I'm the Family and Community Outreach Specialist with Family Strengthening Families.
Yes,
Welcome, everyone.
welcome. And we have some very special guests with us today, Joey. I'm excited.
I am too.
Yes, ma'am. And we want them to just take time to introduce themselves. We
Yes.
have some people here today from the Boys and Girls Club of the Golden Triangle area,
Yes.
and they're going to share with you about their program on today. And I'm just going to ask you to start with Mr. Ron. If you all just take turns introducing yourself, what your position is at the Boys and Girls Club, and we'll just go from there and have a great time today, Joey.
Yes, we're going to have a good time.
Well, thank you, Ms. Barbara and Joy, for inviting us to come on today. My name is Ron Thornton, President and CEO for Boys and Girls Club of the Golden Triangle.
Great, great.
All right. Okay, Mr. Chris.
Thank y'all again for inviting us on here today. My name is Christopher Thompson. I'm the unit director for the Starkville Clubhouse.
All right. Okay. And we have Miss Brittany with us.
Hello, good morning. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Brittany Turner. I'm the Director of Programs for the Boys and Girls Club of the Golden Triangle and the Unit Director for the Columbus Unit.
All right, great. We're so glad to have you all. Welcome.
Through the years, Joey, we're a little older now, but we've always heard things, great things about the Boys and Girls Club. I had some nieces and
Yes.
nephews in another part of the state that were that went to the Boys and Girls Club, and I could see
Okay.
the difference that it made in them.
Mhm.
So we are just excited about what you mean to our community, but we want to just kind of start off in general, asking you what is really the mission and the vision of the Boys and Girls Club.
Well, I'll take the first one. Our mission is to enable all young people, especially those who need us the most, to reach their full potential as productive, caring, and responsible citizens. And just our vision, is just to make sure that we can provide all of our club families with the best possible tools to create a foundation where they can explore their dreams.
No, great. That's great.
Yeah,
And so needed in our communities
exactly,
today.
exactly.
And that's great. And a lot of times we find our youth don't realize how much that will help them
Mhm.
in life to become or discover their full potential as to who they are. What are some things you get to do to get them interested in participating once they get there to open up?
We have a bunch of programs right now going on within our Boys and Girls Club movement. Basically, uh, three main focus: character leadership, education, and also arts as well. But basically, they come inside a space where they're around the same age group of kids that they're around as well at school, all kind of stuff. So they're friends, and they're able to engage in like those evidence-based programming as well. So that kind of warms them up. It's not just sitting down, get a lecture to, but it's also doing high yield activities as well to get them moving and get them having fun as well.
That's great. Sounds really good.
Yeah, you have to
Sounds-
keep kids' attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, and keep them busy and going. Make a challenge for them. Let me just ask you, what's the age range for for students or youth that would attend the Boys and Girls Club?
Well, we serve ages 5 to 18, but there's a difference in the category. So we want to make sure that our listeners, understand the difference. So our club serves ages 14 to 18 for teenagers. And then the Boys and Girls Club serves 5 to 13-year-olds for club youth. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
All right.
All
Okay.
right. Go ahead, Miss Bob.
Well, do you provide, some parents may have problems with transportation, if they're working and can't get the kids to the Boys and Girls Club, do you provide any type of transportation?
Yes, man. Right now, the Starkville and the Columbus Club has a partnership with the school district that the school will bring them over to the club our West Point clubhouse, they have vans right now that'll get the kids from school to the club. This after school program in the summer, the parents do bring the kids to the club and pick them back up as well.
That would be
That's
very
great.
helpful.
Yeah, that helps ease a parent's mind right there.
Yes, indeed.
Sure does.
Is they're gonna want to know this, Mr. Ron. Is there any type of cost associated with their kid or their child attending the Boys and Girls Club?
Well, just for the record, there's no club membership is totally free.
Mm-hmm.
Any child between those ages 5 to 18 that are in school are totally free. However, we do have what's called a supply fee. The supply fee helps with those extra activities and things of that magnitude, those extended days. So the supply fee for 2024 is $250 per term, fall, spring, and summer. And so we do have methods to help families that have multiple children or in need of care. So one of those platforms would be Magnolia Health Care Provider. If the families are on Magnolia Health, they will take care of the fees associated with that. We accept child care vouchers. And if we also have scholarship dollars for families that, that may need those extended services. But membership is totally free to all members of that age 5 to 18.
That is some needed to know information, and I'm sure it's out there and all, but I know our parents will appreciate knowing that too. That's great. That is
And
really
can I add this too,
Yeah.
that includes our intercession and fall break, right, Mr. Ron?
That's correct, Britt.
great.
So, we're on this new modified schedule. So if parents need a place for their kids to go when school is out, we're open for it.
All right. Thank you, Miss Brittany, for that, because
Yeah.
that was definitely something we
That
were about
was-
to ask about.
That's been an ongoing need
Yeah.
ever since we
Absolutely.
started this year-round
Mhm.
school attendance. Well, Brittany, let me just ask you this while you're talking about how can parents or the community get involved? Maybe even through volunteering, or if you have particular events going on, how can parents help with what you're doing and be active with the Boys and Girls Club?
So right now at each one of our locations, we are developing a parent advisory council where we are allowing parents to assist us in that capacity by forming a group of kind of like a parent, like I said, council to be able to help with fundraising, volunteering, field trips, stepping in any capacity that we need. If we have a parent that's good at cooking meals, we may need, assistance there. Parents that may be good at helping or assisting with homework or even running one of our programs. So wherever we can get those parents to kind of step in and help us out, we're forming that council. And it's no type of restrictions with that council. So any parent that wants to get involved, that's definitely a way they can get involved, or just see us at the front desk and we'll get them, point them in the right direction.
That's great. Go ahead, Mr. Ron.
Oh, I wasn't saying that. I was.
Oh, okay. I'm
Miss
sorry.
Miss Brittany covered that well.
That's great. I would just say that there helps it bring full circle around for the child that's involved, because they don't just know that it's them just going there to receive what they're getting, but they get to see that their parents are supporting it in another way. In other words, you didn't just see me somewhere.
Right.
Even though I'm getting what I get, but my parents can get involved too, and that helps the child when they see that their parents are on board in other ways with support. That's great, and I know it helps you all to see.
It does.
Most definitely.
and support. That's great.
Well, I know you all are, you all always have different events and things going on, and we're just fortunate, we're to be able to partner with you on some of those things, and just can you kind of share maybe some of the recent events, talk about that, or some things that's happening with the Boys and Girls Club? Because I know that you have other, you have events and activities that at the clubs that the community is able to come and be a part of.
Most definitely. So annually we have three major fundraiser drives, and that's our Blue Tie Gala we just ended the year with, which is year was our first one, so it will become annual. And then we have our golf tournament that's usually in September or the first week of October. And then we have Brews and Blues, that is one of our fundraisers that we are getting off the ground again starting 2024. We also have several capacity events that are special events that transpire on a local level or club-based level throughout the year. We started some family engagement nights this year. We're looking forward to having family fitness nights. Are you smarter than a club member? Nights that will be taking place. We also we're a new recipient of 21st Century Grant, so we're going to be having some specialized initiative programs for 100 plus students that will be our 21st Century members. So and on top of that, we also have our National Day of Play, and those weeks will be posted soon. We also have our advocacy days. We have a Passport to Manhood event that's annual. We have our Smart Girls Summit that is coming up in March. We have Mother's Day and Father's Day brunches that will be taking place. We have a quarterly lunch and learn events that take place where community leaders, business owners, sponsors, donors, and all can come in and learn more about the Boys and Girls Club. We invite them in for a tour any day of the week. We also will be having our what is that thing called? Team, y'all can help me out with those any other specialized events that we're having this upcoming year that y'all can think of. But there's a host of things.
I was going to say we have something every month.
Well,
That's great.
Joy, what I was thinking was just listening, I was tired.
Yeah.
I got tired. I mean, they are busy people.
They are.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
good to see an organization this involved in the community with
It
helping
is.
families in our communities
I think so.
to be able to grow and become the best that they can be.
Right.
Yeah, because
right.
I was just like they probably more
They
tired than we are.
They own it. I tell you, just
We
something,
are.
something
We
to
feel
pull
it
from
towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
But that's great. That's
Mhm.
great. I commend you all for all that you're
Okay.
doing. And with that being said, what impact has the Boys and Girls Club had for you in your lives, as well as the impact that the youth and parents can expect for their children?
I would say for me, I grew up in Italian County, in the country part of it. So I was fortunate enough to be a part of the Boys and Girls Club, Open Boys and Girls Club in Italian County because my mom worked at nighttime, but still, it was kind of that time frame for myself. But still having friends who grew up inside of seeing the impact that they have in their lives, seeing where they are right now, seeing how it made that difference for them. Being able to come to Mississippi State, start volunteering at this club right here, become a work study, then a team member, leaving to work at some other places in the public sector, then coming back here again as a director, and seeing the kids, the way they're impacted right now, has kind of been a great thing for myself. Those success stories, but just seeing that one child that comes out your office and say, Mr. Chris, this happened, all that kind of stuff, that is a great thing. And that's why I continue to tell my team that we have to lead in a way that like we create those great futures for those kids, especially those who need us the most. But that's something that sticks out to me every single day.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead. Joy.
Anyone else want to share there?
I was going to piggyback off that because, every day I'm greeted with smiles. So, just seeing those bright faces coming in here and those smiling faces, and they want, 10,000 hugs throughout the day, or they're coming by the office and waving, hey, all day long. That's just fuel, because sometimes we do get tired, as you mentioned, but just seeing how the kids are receptive of what we're pouring into them, that gives us motivation. That's encouraging to us. I had to rearrange my office. I had to take bookshelves out and put a couch in, because that's how much kids like to be in here. They want to come in here. They want to talk about their day. They want to vent about what's going on, school projects, grades, different things like that. And sometimes I get so bottled down, but, I try to stop and just transition and listen, because they need that listening ear. They may not be able to talk to anyone at home or beyond our doors. So we're always inviting. My door is always open, and they know that. I thought they were just coming in for candy. I think that's attracting them too, but they really want to talk to us and tell us what's going on in their lives. And I love it because we never want them walking out our doors feeling like nobody cares.
Yes, great.
Great.
And I would just add to the impact, over all these years, the impact of just being able to be something that someone needs, I think has been the greatest attribute for me in this business, is that being able to have that opportunity. And when you see young people who come into your doors and then they leave as a young adults and now they're living their lives and they come back to you and tell you, Mr. Thorne, thank you for those money matter sessions that where now I'm able to conduct my finances in a manner that I might not would have been able to. Or thank you for those career exploration college tours where I got an opportunity to explore different fields before going to college, and I'm not in any kind of debt with college. So,
Mr. Ron, you're muted.
okay. Excuse me. Just here lately when we were able to provide hot meals for all of the clubs and not just Columbus. That was when the kids first come in the door that particular day, and they were smelling the food and they said, somebody done brought food in here, and they got to go down the hall and they saw the transition from the storage units to become a kitchen, and they saw hot.
Back muted. Unmute yourself, Mr. Ron.
And so those opportunities, that shows the impact that you can have simple things in life that people take for granted.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess what I wanted to ask you all is, I know you have a lot going on. Is there anything new that's happening, or anything that you would like to share with our audience that is on the horizon, or that you already know that it's getting ready to happen? Anything new with the Boys and Girls Club?
One
As
thing
Joy
for
puts it, what's next? What's
one
next?
final thought.
What's next?
One thing for the start of the community is we're calling our teams back to the club. Come get plugged in, come see what's going on, come get those meaningful impact that we all just talked about as well. Because we always say it, but it's a true statement that I can see that great futures truly start here with the club.
All right.
Okay.
Next on our list is going to be our Youth of the Year competition, where this competition will recognize different leaders within our clubs in that team bracket. So we look forward to having that, because this is an opportunity for our kids to go on to compete in the state, region, and the national level, and also receive award money to go towards their college of their choice. So we'll be having that to come up very, very soon. And so we're excited about that as well.
Great.
And then just to top it off, we started last year with our Bleeding Blue Award ceremony, which will be taking place in January. And so we will be recognizing some of our sponsors, donors, and community advocates that really truly ambassador around the community for Boys and Girls Club and the work that we do on a day-to-day basis. So looking forward to that. So be on the lookout for the invite to attend that Bleeding Blue event.
Okay, great. And okay, I thought you were about to.
No.
Okay. Thank you all for all of that. Do you want to say about a new venture here, the STEM?
Yes. Chris, you want to talk more about
a little bit more about that?
the
Sure.
STEM partnership?
So we were chosen out of one of 24 or 26 out of the South region, out of the TBA region, to get one of the STEM centers from Carol Rickham Seniors Foundation. So there was a gift from TBA and that foundation as well. But basically, they came with all the equipment that we need: 3D printers, the robot, the V-Box, tables and chairs for our students, for our members to utilize as well. But basically, it's a good thing for these kids to be able to, enhance the STEM program that we are currently doing right now, everything else. But basically, those kids are having a fun time in there right now. They're teaching me a lot of things. Mr. Ron learns some stuff, Mr. Brittany's learning some stuff. So basically, it's a good tool for them.
Great, great. I would like to say that again, commend you all. You have, from what you're showing and telling us and what we've seen, is that you have always been doing a great job, and you're continuing to do with all that's been given to enhance. I like to take your word there, Mr. Chris, and enhance what you're already doing, and continue to offer that and more to our youth in the community as well, and families too. And just say, great job, great job. You're doing awesome. And I'm like Miss Barbara. I know you get tired. I know you get tired, but it's great to keep something before you. Miss Barbara have always said, always keep something going. Keep something going. Keep something before you and before those that you're serving, and you're doing awesome at that. Is there any final thought you would like to leave with our viewers before we?
I would like to leave with your viewers that the importance of community. I think that is very valuable for our community to get more hands-on, involved with things that are already in place, and that are willing to be innovative as changes occur, because we do know things are going to change, and we try to stay abreast with what's happening technology-wise and all other avenues. We just will recommend to our community that you step up to the plate in 2024. Support your local Boys and Girls Club of the Golden Triangle. We have so many areas that will fit the needs of the students that we currently serve. And that's one pot. It doesn't matter what entity it is. We're serving the same kids. And we want to make sure that the message is clear, that our doors are open in Clay County, Lowndes County, and Oktibbeha County. The doors are open for you. If there's a place that you have a special trait or skill set that you would like to provide to youth to enhance their experience, please reach out to one of our locations. Our website is www.bgcgoldentry.org. Please reach out any kind of way. We're here to assist.
Great. That's great. I was going to ask you how, if someone needed to contact you in some way, how would they do that, and how could they get more information? So you've given the website, and if is that's the contact information that you would like to share. Is there any other?
Yeah, we could provide information for all three locations. So Ms. Brittany, if you want to give out your contact, and Mr. Chris, if you want to give out the contact for that, and I'll just do West Point first, and then both of you guys can give contact for your location. So our West Point is under leadership of Ms. Jaquita Prince, and that contact number there is 662-985-7428.
Okay. All right. Mr. Chris?
Okay. For the start rate unit, the contact number is going to be 662-615-9980.
Okay. And Miss Brittany?
In Columbus, the number is 662-244-7090.
Well, we certainly appreciate you all for joining us on the broadcast today. We certainly appreciate all that you do to work with our youth and our community. Joy and I always talk about, because we kind of work with children and families and children. And I will say it takes special people to work with special people. And so, and that's you all. And we do our best, and it's needed, it's needed. We were somewhere, I'm trying to think, was it at a conference or something? But anyway, they were talking about how the youth are saying that they don't have anyone, they don't feel like they can share with people or have anyone that will listen, that really is concerned about them. And so they just kind of keep stuff to themselves. I think someone was bringing that out at somewhere we were. And the Boys and Girls Club, as I can hear what you're saying and hear your heart, Brittany, you're a listening ear. You may not be able to solve all the problems of the world, but you can listen. And I think sometimes kids may not always be but they do want someone to listen and make them feel like that they're concerned about them and that they care. And if I can help, I will. And I think just listening to you all today, that's one of the things that you do at the Boys and Girls Club. And so again, we commend you. We thank you for joining us today.
Yes.
And we just hope that as you go, you continue in your efforts, that you will continue to be successful and make a difference in the lives of our youth. Thank you for joining us. Have a good
Thank you.
one.
Happy
Thank you,
holidays.
guys.
Thank
Happy
you.
Happy
holidays.
holidays.
Happy
Thank you
holiday.
all.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I was gonna say, Mr. Chris,
Mhm.
I was,